What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on OTB. This is your Elimination Chamber 2023 post show for February 19th, 2023. It was actually yesterday that the show happened, but these pay-per-views are getting a little bit long now that Triple H is under power, so I like that it's actually on Saturdays. That way we can kind of digest what happened during that day and then come on to the post show for that Sunday. I got myself Darian here and Deontay. How are you guys feeling after the events that happened last night at the Elimination Chamber in Montreal, Quebec, Canada?
Thought it was a good show. The ending was not what I was expecting, but I knew Roman was going to win, so whatever.
Same as well. I was happy with the show overall. Sad ending, but we move on.
Yeah. It was such an emotional night as it was, being there and getting there in Canada, and everybody brought their A game. I thought both of the Elimination Chamber matches were top notch. I mean, everything from when it came to the women, they absolutely killed it. The men for the United States Championship, the first ever United States Championship Elimination Chamber match, they absolutely, set the bar for what Elimination Chamber matches could be. Everything about the show killed it, except for one match in particular, which we will get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a great show. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it about an 8. The only reason why I would be doing an 8 is because of that one match that was certainly not stellar. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a really good show, and we're 6 weeks away on the road to WrestleMania. But guys, make sure to follow all of us. Links are down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhillyMatt_. Go get the merch. Teespring is the official home of OTB and its merchandise. I was going to do Bonfire again, but Teespring, the official home of OTB and its merchandise. Go get that today. And yeah, be sure to join us tomorrow for the Monday Night Raw post show. Should be a lot of fun as we have Edge taking on Theory for the United States Championship. We learned that during the press conference yesterday. So that should be interesting in and of itself, and we'll get things squared away heading into the road to WrestleMania. But with that being said, let's get right into the post show. And guys, we started off with an Elimination Chamber match. This was for the women's and the number one contender spot for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. Was the right winner chosen? Do you think so? What did you like about it? Let me know what you thought.
I think the right winner was chosen. I really loved it. I think Liv and Asuka were definitely the MVPs of that match. Like, it took Natalya and Asuka to take out Liv. I think Liv proved a lot of her haters wrong in that match. If you're still hating on Liv Morgan at this point, that's what you want to say.
Yeah. Surprising. Okay, I've never really been a fan of Natalya. I respect what she doesn't like what she's done. I've always found her boring and everything, but she did her thing, so I'm gonna commend her for that for sure. She did her thing last night. I'm sorry. Like Deontay said, I think Liv was the MVP, and I'm glad she didn't win. I don't think she needed to win. Asuka was the right choice, and I enjoyed the opener.
I agree. I thought all of them really did well. Like you, Darian, I'm not really that big of a fan of Natalya. I definitely understand and respect what she has done for the business of professional wrestling when it comes to the women's division. But, like I said, like you guys kind of reiterated, everybody killed it tonight. Last night. That's going to happen a lot. But yeah, hey, when everything kind of started to happen, Carmella and Asuka were really the story heading into this, and I don't know, like, I didn't know how it was actually gonna pan out. I mean, Carmella was just trying to get to Asuka each and every single time, just trying to get into the head, and Asuka being Asuka, with this new Kana gimmick, she kind of just said, screw it. I'm gonna I'm gonna let her last into the end, and then when it's all said and done, when it's just me and her, that's when I'm gonna go basically ballistic. And she just did whatever she had to do, and she got the job done when it needed to be done. And now she punched her ticket to the road to WrestleMania and faces Bianca Belair. So I thought the right winner happened. But yeah, everybody killed it tonight, and we got a damn good showing to kick off the show.
Yeah, I think so. So it was a good show. It was a good match all around. All 6 women killed it, and it was the final two than what I was expecting. I was expecting Liv, Raquel, and Asuka, but hey, it's what it is. Asuka wins.
So shout out to the crowd though, for sure.
Yes.
I want to see a Mania. I want to see a Mania in Canada somewhere.
Oh, for
that
sure.
Crowd is always hot.
For sure, man. The crowds in Montreal, the crowds in Canada, just as a whole. I mean, those crowds are always just they're consistently on their game every single chance. Whether they're at the Bell Center, whether they're at the venue that they're going to be for tomorrow's Raw, anywhere they go,
Ottawa or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere they go, it's going to be just an amazing crowd, and hopefully we do get a WrestleMania in Canada, because I think people will definitely want it. Like Sami Zayn said in the press conference, when actually a reporter asked about a WrestleMania coming to Kenny, he's like, hey, and that's out of my pay grade to kind of speak upon them, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the passion of these fans, I mean, it has to be at least spoken at some point. So choosing a destination, Canada should be one in the near future. Man,
I want to see one in the UK too. That would be cool.
Oh yeah,
UK.
So let's break down from when there was a huge spot with, and it involved with Morgan, obviously, and involved 2 others in Natalya and Asuka. Natalya got Morgan into the sharpshooter, and it looked like, Morgan was about to tap out there. But no, she was not going to be able to tap out until Asuka applied a armbar onto Liv Morgan as well. And at that point, she was stuck. She was absolutely stuck. She could not go anywhere. And she didn't even tap out. She legitimately just passed out from the holes being applied, and that's how she got eliminated. I thought that was... If she just tapped out, I probably would not have liked it, but the fact that she actually did, pass out from those 2 submissions, I thought it was at least keeping her look, somewhat strong.
It's kind of how she lost the title to Rousey, where she didn't tap out.
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't like that Liv got eliminated. So I like the way they made her do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least made it look like somewhat, believable that she was going to be able to not get out of that thing. So, that was a great way to eliminate her. So Morgan passed out. That was causing her elimination. Natalya had Asuka in the sharpshooter, but Carmella kicked Natalya in the face and pinned her. And that got her eliminated, so it was just down to Asuka and Carmella. Actually, no. Raquel, my bad. Asuka, Carmella, took turns kicking Rodriguez, and both of them pinned her at that point. And then it was down to Carmella and Asuka. But then when it came down to the Asuka lock, Carmella had nowhere to go, and she tapped out, so Asuka picked up the win. This was probably one of the best women's Elimination Chamber matches I've seen in quite some time. To me, at least. Yeah, so I thought it was a pretty good thing, and obviously the right winner came out on top here, Asuka and Bianca at WrestleMania. We'll see where the story goes. They got 6 weeks to build that. I don't know how they're gonna figure that out, but it'll be a good match nonetheless to me.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley.
That was the next match. Wow.
Third.
The
third in the trilogy. You know, I've been saying this for weeks. You should not have ended it here. If you wanted to end it, you should have done it at the biggest stage possible. Even if Brock Lesnar's from Canada, I would have ended this at WrestleMania. I understand whenever these two go at it, it's kind of just finisher fest, and that's exactly what we kind of got here. But that ending...
apparently...
Go ahead.
Apparently, Brock isn't from Canada. He's just a citizen of Canada.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, the ending, it's a low blow. This also just kind of goes into limbo when it came to the whole Bray Wyatt aspect of the whole thing, because Bray Wyatt called out the winner of this match. So, the winner was Bobby Lashley, but Brock Lesnar walked out on top. I'm confused here. Like... I'm just confused.
So this one I don't really have much to say because I was expecting way more. Especially with the whole Bray factor, like what how does it? What I don't know.
I'm just confused because like, like I don't get it. I would have personally ended this in a fight pit at WrestleMania, but nah, I'm just some kind of 25-year-old guy from Connecticut that don't know shit about wrestling, apparently. But it's alright.
They should have had a stipulation. It should have been like a last man standing or something, not a regular match.
Yeah.
Because logically, this rivalry shouldn't be over then with the DQ finish like that. I don't know.
You had it tied at 1, and then you do a DQ as the third and final thing. This should not end this.
Because that's it's not in either of their characters just to let that slide now. They have to, and I doubt that they're going to do it on TV since there's no more pay-per-views.
Right.
My thing is though, where does Bray fit in all this?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
I was like thinking maybe a triple threat, but that's such an odd triple threat for like Wyatt for like what, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I got no idea, but they need to figure something out because fans were just not happy. And honestly, to me, I probably should have expected this. I definitely should have expected a finisher fest because that's usually what they do when it comes to big type guys like this just going at it. Spears, hurt locks, F5s, suplexes. I mean, that's just what they would do. But the low blow and then, you know, the attack after the match, it just wasn't anything too special. And the second F5 to the referee, that wasn't even planned.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That wasn't even planned. He just went off script again.
They're not going to punish him, though, because it's Brock Lesnar. What you going to do to him?
No, I mean... but, yeah, it definitely just didn't feel right. So, Lashley hit his spear, and Lesnar then hit an F5 early on in the match. They exchanged 2 more apiece shortly afterwards. Lashley then applied the hurt lock onto Lesnar. Lesnar could not escape the hold, and he low blowed Lashley. The referee then called for a disqualification. Lesnar then gave the referee an F5, and they gave Lashley an F5. He brought Lashley to the outside of the ring and gave Lashley an F5 through the announce table. Lashley then dragged the referee out of the ring and hit him with another F5, and the winner by disqualification was announced to be Bobby Lashley. Very disappointing. It is what it is. I did not even really like their first 2 matchups, let alone this one. So they really could do so much better, but they just don't do it.
They could. They just need a stipulation. That's all they need, a stipulation.
Yeah.
It should not be a regular one-on-one match between these 3.
Yeah.
We then had the mixed tag team match between Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley with Dominic in their corner. I expected a good match, but this was fun. This was a fun mixed tag team match. I thought everybody did their thing here. Finally get the ring between Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley. That was fantastic in itself. Edge and Finn we've seen before, but they always kill it. This is just a fun mixed tag match. Really enjoyed it here.
Personally, I would have went with Judgment Day to win with like Rhea pinning Beth, but I'm not mad at it though. They still accomplished what they needed to.
Edge had to win one.
Yeah, I had Judgment Day winning this. I did. I wanted Judgment Day to win this because at the end of the day, I wanted Edge to be so furious in the loss that we would have had Edge challenge Finn Balor to Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. Now it seems like it's probably going to be in reverse. Like Finn is going to challenge Edge to Hell in a Cell or whatever, but to me, I'd rather have the babyface be so furious, want that revenge so badly, that there's only one way to end it, and that is inside Hell in a Cell. But we'll see where things go. I'm not. This is not over. I know people want it to be over, but it's not over. I don't think it's over.
It has to eat that WrestleMania. It has to.
Yeah. I understand why people want it to be over because it has been a long time, but I don't think it's going to be over by a long shot. Or at least until Mania.
The brass knuckle spot was weird.
Yeah,
I just got right back up like a little bit after that. I was like, but that's just nitpicking on my side.
Yeah, no, the brass knuckle spot was kind of weird, and then the pin where Beth looked like she was supposed to break it up, but she got there a little too late, so Edge had to kick out a little bit. It did look.
Yeah, the referee literally just stopped his count.
Right. Yeah. It
late.
Definitely did look a little like, but hey, mess ups happen. I'm not gonna like totally, just rat on Beth Phoenix for that because hell, timing takes time, and it.
And it felt like not everybody, but a lot of people were making mistakes in production and in the ring on last night.
Right.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like even production missed one of the eliminations during the women's match.
Yeah, like
I did. It's wrestling, man. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing really to be too upset about. But all four on the turnbuckle ropes, and Ripley power bombed Edge, while Beth Phoenix also power bombed Balor. I thought that was a great spot. The two power bombs, showing the women that they're just gonna be as strong as those two men, and they're just like, it's just great stuff there. Ripley then set Phoenix outside the ring onto the ring steps and tried to deliver a concerto onto Beth, while Finn was making Edge look at her, and Phoenix moved out of the way. Phoenix then gave Ripley a glam slam on the outside of the ring. I thought a steel chair was right underneath her, but when she actually landed it, it was just on the concrete floor, so I was like, oh, okay. You could have had that chair underneath her, but that's okay. I just thought a chair was there, so that's just on me. Edge then gave Balor an execution inside the ring, and then did a suicide dive onto Dominic outside the ring. I did not expect a suicide dive from Edge. That was fantastic. I don't know how he planned that. I don't know. I don't know if he planned that or if something happened there, but that was great. Edge, he looked great there. So Edge then speared Balor. Edge and Phoenix then gave Balor a shatter machine. Shout out to FTR for the win.
I don't think that was a coincidence.
Yeah. I think it was like more of like a tribute because I think it was more cash, but they helped him get ready for his in-ring return like years ago.
FTR are very close to Edge and Beth Phoenix. FTR, both of them actually were in the helpings of Edge getting back into the ring for the in-ring return that he did. So they're just very close. And hell, I think I even think they're practically neighbors, where
Oh, that's right.
they where they live. So I remember that because of the Seth Rollins and Edge story where when Edge was calling Beth on his phone and he actually said one of the FTR guys' names, but like not in canon like Dax or Cash. He actually said like their real name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, look at that. And yeah, so I thought it was a very cool idea. People are already overblowing the whole Shatter Machine. They're like, oh yeah, well since they use it, they're coming back to WWE. Let's pump the brakes. Let's figure that out first. They're still under contract in AEW, and honestly, I don't think they're leaving. I really don't.
Me either. I think they're going to be the ones to take the titles, or not take the titles, but have a feud with the Guns. So
when it comes to those 2 battle royals, I think the Casino Battle Royal happens in the second
the Joker's
week.
Right.
I think they're going to be the Joker.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. If they are going to be in this, you're going to have the Jokers. I don't know if the Guns are even going to be walking out as champions at Revolution, so...
I think with that, maybe there being like 4 teams makes it easier for them to retain or something, because they don't have to. They could be someone like weaker, but it's gonna be tougher.
I wanted to think that like it was gonna be just like a singles tag team match between between the Acclaimed and the Guns, and then Billy Gunn turns on the Acclaimed to go back to his sons. That's what I had all along, and then all of a sudden, Tony's like, "Yeah, no, fatal 4-way," and I'm, oh, okay, sure. But alright, Edge and Beth Phoenix picked up the win there. Backstage, Paul Heyman told Roman Reigns that Montreal is now his city. We'll see. We would have saw later on in the night. The second Elimination Chamber match. I think... out of the 2, to me, the United States Championship was the better one. Both of them killed it, like I said, but I think the U.S. Chamber really, really killed it.
This one's up there. I don't know. This one's up there.
Montez Ford, I mean, he's going to be a star. He's going to be a star.
This will go down as one of the best Elimination Chamber matches of all time, to me.
Yeah, same. It's so hard to like judge these matches though. That's why I don't want to give to the top spot, because it's so hard to judge. But this is definitely like in contention. But yeah, Montez Ford is MVP for sure.
I don't know if people are saying that it's legit. If it is legit, all of us here at OTB wish him the best in his recovery. Either that, or he's just a really good seller.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I really think it was just maybe some of it was real, but I think he's fine. I just think it was a way to keep the door open for Logan to come in.
Probably.
But I guess we'll see on Monday if he comes back.
I hope he's all good, because it definitely did look like brutal. Like I'm like, dude.
It was the curb stomp, right?
Yeah, it was the curb stomp. Well, they did multiple moves on him, and that was the curb stomp to basically, take him out of it. When Theory did eventually pin him, but yeah, it was just a crazy spot. I thought everybody got their shine in though, for the Chamber. Yeah. I thought Rollins did their thing. Obviously Montez, the MVP of the goddamn Chamber.
Priest looked like a monster.
The man was like a spider. He climbed with a feeling.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Gargano did his thing, and Bronson Reed. I wanted Bronson Reed to do a little bit more, but the way that they eliminated him, I was okay with it.
Made him. He was solid, yeah.
Yeah, I was okay with it. I had Bronson and Johnny as my final 2, and they were the first 2 eliminated. So thank you, Triple H. Thank you. They're just going to roll with Theory, and I'm honestly not too upset about it. I'm not.
Okay. I thought it'd been weird for him to drop his title because he just wanted a Survivor Series, which is, if we're really looking at it, that wasn't that far long ago.
I mean, I understand, but at the same time, if they do go to Cena, it kind of makes the match kind of predictable.
Like to me, when it comes to Theory and the United States Championship, I thought we were gonna have a new champion mainly because of the Cena factor. If he is facing Cena, I did not think that it needed a championship. Because if it did need a championship, it's kind of an easy win for Austin Theory because Cena's not going to be the United States champion at this point of his career. But if you don't have the championship involved, then I mean, yeah, sure. Who knows what could happen? Cena could get a win at WrestleMania.
Maybe he gets a win. This is just fantasy, but I'm not gonna lie. Maybe he gets a win and then he does like an open challenge the next night, so he doesn't have to go on a big run, and somebody big comes and takes it from him or something like that.
Somebody could take it from him.
Jay White, Mello.
Yeah. Somebody. I mean, hell, if Braun Breaker loses, I mean...
Braun Breaker, yeah. Be a big win over Cena, so Cena can go right back to what he does.
Yeah.
It'll be like when they brought up he beat Cena.
I mean, hell, you do that Raw after WrestleMania. You want to make it something big, you do something with that U.S. title. And here comes my guy Saul, and I'm going to have to get out of this and take away our... and take away the layout. And now I got to get out of the taskbar. Okay, well, there we go. And hide. What up, Saul? Shit. God dang it. There we are. We're back. What up, Saul? It's connecting.
Say the...
There's a check.
There we go.
There you are. There you are.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry. I apologize.
There you go.
Hang on. That better?
Yeah, that's better.
There we go. I still hear myself?
So now there's echo again.
The little echo.
Are we good?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Nope, I still hear myself.
Hang on.
You're doing so good.
How about now?
Let me see. I think we're good.
No.
Cool.
God damn it. Nope, we're not.
No, we're not.
So it's not me. So it must not be me. I'm sure it's not me. I'm positive.
Do you have headphones? Say maybe he doesn't have headphones, so maybe it's coming out of his audio to the mic. What do we hear?
Give me 1 sec, boys.
Okay, alright. Okay. Alright, let's run down this Elimination Chamber. So Priest gave Gargano the Razor's Edge, and he pinned him, and that's how Gargano was eliminated at that point in time. Priest then had Ford on the turnbuckle, but Rollins grabbed Priest and had him on his shoulders, and Ford delivered a blockbuster onto him for the pin, and that is how Priest got eliminated. Ford then performed multiple dives onto both Rollins and Theory. Somehow he made those dives work. And I love that. Because you don't have much room. You know, from the cage and the actual ropes. So that's fantastic that he was able to do those from rope to rope. Theory then got his legs up after Ford tried to do a splash onto him. Rollins then hit a curb stomp onto Ford, and then Theory took advantage and got the pinfall victory over Ford, so Ford was then eliminated. The medical team then came down to help Ford out of the ring, and then Rollins had a pedigree onto Theory. When he was looking for a stomp, the cage door was still open at this time, and we saw none other than a Logan freaking Paul come out, and he does the signature buckshot lariat. I mean, it's not really his signature anymore, but
He does it better than Hangman Page.
he definitely does the buckshot lariat better than Hangman Page. And the move actually fits him too, because he actually does it really well with it. And then,
not gonna lie, he did the stomp a little too well as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want people coming after me, so I'm not gonna. But I'm just gonna say it was really good.
You can say it here. He did the stomp really well.
It's not even that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it though.
He put a little too much passion on that stomp. I'm telling you right now. He loves being that troll. Yeah. So he does the buckshot lariat to Rollins and gave him a curve stomp. Then Theory delivered a count down and Rollins was pinned, and that's how Theory retained the title. There's no doubt about it in my mind now that we're going to be getting Seth Rollins and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
Well, it's not a good match. No, it isn't. I just hope Seth Rollins doesn't lose.
Seth Rollins needs to win that.
It's not even that I don't want the match to happen. It just feels like for the third year in a row, Seth Rollins is going to be kind of taking one for the team and working with, or taking the loss. Or not, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. For the third year in a row, he's kind of taking the backseat in the storyline. Because he took the backseat with Cesaro. He had to take the backseat with Cody last year. And now he's gonna win the match, I hope. But he's still kind of taking the backseat to get Logan some shine again. So which is kind of tough. But that's gonna be a good match though.
I think it's gonna be a good match. I think it's gonna be a great showcase for both men. I do kind of see where you're coming from though with Damian when it comes to being in the back seat, but I think both of them are going to have their shine. I think Logan has more than proved himself in the ring when it comes to his athletic ability and what he can do. He proved it against Roman. He actually proved it against The Miz. I thought The Miz's match was pretty good too.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, is this his third or fourth match? It has to be his fourth.
This is fourth.
His fourth, yeah. Because the first was a tag third singles, I think fourth overall, because the first one was a tag match. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really good thing. But Seth Rollins, he has to win this. Because honestly, I was talking about it with Axel and his boys last night when they were doing their recap of everything. Rollins has not won that many singles matches on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, Triple H,
Lesnar. That's the only two singles he's won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had other singles matches, but think about it. He lost to Cesaro. He lost to Kevin Owens. I mean, it's not really technically a singles match, but I mean, when they did the triple threat, I mean, he won that, but that's not singles.
He's undefeated in triple threats though. So
he is undefeated there, but I mean, hell, he lost to Randy Orton, right? And when he lost to Randy Orton with that RKO, so I'm like, he hasn't really won that many singles matches at WrestleMania, so this should be one where he could and should win. And at the end of the day, to me, Logan Paul's not going to be hurt by any of this if he loses this.
We ain't going to see him after WrestleMania anyway.
As long as he has like a good performance to me, that's all that matters. The guy will be able to do something in this company. He will be. And I even think he will be champion at one point. But that's gotta come in due time. We can't just rush that. that's got to come in due time.
If it can be 4 times, then yeah, I won't mind being champion.
And I'm not talking about world championship or anything. I'm just talking about maybe give him like a U.S. title run or something like that when he's ready.
I don't know why, but I got a feeling sometime in the future we're gonna get Jake Paul and Logan Paul as well. I just got that feeling.
People were even saying before, oh yeah, it's gonna be Kevin Owens and Sami at WrestleMania. No, we cannot hear you, Saul. But people were saying, like, when it came to Sami and KO versus the Usos, people were telling me it was going to be Logan and Jake versus the Usos at WrestleMania. I'm like, oh my god, imagine. Logan and Jake versus the Usos. That's kind of crazy. But, Theory winning the United States Championship here, retaining it, I should say. If he faces Cena, we'll see. If not, give Montez Ford that WrestleMania moment, please. Give Montez Ford that Mania moment if Cena can't make it. Imagine that, though. Imagine that. I think that would be fantastic.
I would love that.
And then finally, the main event. The undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Roman Reigns taking on the hometown hero and Sami Zayn. This is an emotional roller coaster. The man's got his shirt. And yeah, man, this is emotional. But I loved every second of this match. This match was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. The reaction. I loved how you couldn't even hear Roman's music.
Yes.
With over all the booing.
Yes.
And then they were just seeing Sami. It was just everything was cool. And shout out to Roman when doing the intros, and then whenever they're announcing it, Roman, he just looks at his wife and he's like clapping the titles together and showing them. He kept calling out Sami's wife. That was crazy.
Roman talking during his matches, top tier. Top tier.
Man was taunting his wife. You personally saying?
All he wanted was togetherness, guys. Oh my.
Damn it.
We still hear you. All he wanted was togetherness. But nah, he just couldn't let that happen, could he? Damn it.
Just sad that chapter's over. Well, at least this chapter of the story is over.
Yeah.
I got the screen pulled up on my laptop.
There you go. Oh man, but this was a fantastic match from top to bottom. Great storytelling throughout the entire thing. Love how Sami's wife and his kids were right there in the front row. Roman talking to them basically throughout the match. Really cool stuff going there. I want to bring up a point because I think this was absolutely well put together. I saw this on social media. The Roman back then, like let's say to 2015, the one where people just did not want him to be the guy. If we put him into this spot, he would crack under the pressure.
Yeah,
he would crack. But this Roman didn't give a single shit. He thrived under this. Two totally different entities of Roman's career. We're right there.
You should have been somewhere.
Two totally different entities, and man, it just shows the growth of what Roman has done over the course of those years.
Man, yeah, I don't even like. It was just one of those matches where I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
That first time I was just like there, like I wasn't even aware of anything that was going on. I was just watching, but it was really good. I like a hometown match like that, but this was like 2 times anything like that.
Yeah. Alrighty, so I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this. I honestly, the way that this match is going down, I'm just gonna run down the entire notes that I got here. So, it's not gonna be able to do it justice, mainly because of the fact that this match is so damn good that you have to watch it in order to feel what took place. But I'm just gonna read what we got here. So, the crowd started chanting "Fuck you, Roman" as the bell rang. It's just "Fuck you, Roman" chants the whole time. They exploded with cheers when Zayn then came out. It was several minutes of them just staring at each other while the crowd was chanting "Fuck you, Roman." They didn't even touch each other for a good 5 minutes.
That crowd was crazy.
Yeah. They didn't even touch each other for the good 5 minutes while the crowd was chanting "Fuck you, Roman," and cheers for Sami were deafening in that arena at the Bell Center. Zayn's family were sitting right there in the front row. Reigns went for a Superman punch, but Zayn caught him with an exploder. Zayn then went to the Helluva Kick, but Reigns hit Zayn with the Superman punch for a close 2 count. And I hear myself. Zayn then hit Reigns with another exploder and a Superman punch and a Helluva Kick. I love that Reigns is getting hit with the Superman punch, and he sold the shit out of those. And that was only for a 2 count too, so that was even crazy. The false finishes in this match, that's what got me. Not even the moves, but the actual kickouts themselves on the Roman side. Roman's the king of kickouts.
There's one thing wrong with it. You're gonna kick it out 2.9.
Roman has been the king of kickouts throughout this entire reign. I'm telling you right now. You may not like him, but this man knows how to kick out.
Yeah.
Did you guys thought there was a 3 count?
And so, very much so during some of this match, yes.
Yeah. We landed the first loop kick, yeah.
I thought it was over. Roman made it look. He's the king of kickouts, but he's the king of kicking out 2.9.
Yeah.
I think that was the scariest. Well, not scary, but like right there. It's the closest right there it's been since probably when I Clash at the Castle against Drew.
Yeah.
Drew should have won that match. Drew should have won that match. That's a couple of minutes.
So, Zayn went for a dive through the ropes and onto Reigns, but Reigns hit him with a Superman punch. Reigns then went to his spear, but Zayn, he tried to go through his spear through the barricade, but Zayn was actually moving out of the way, and Reigns crashed through the barricade. Zayn then threw Reigns in at this point, and at that point in the match, when he went through the barricade, I'm like, all right, get in the fucking, go! Get in the fucking. And
honestly, I thought he was gonna encounter with the torpedo DDT when he was trying to spear him. Dude, I legit thought he was gonna.
When they set up the torpedo DDT through the ropes, I was marking out. I'm like, yes, this is NXT.
He hasn't done that forever.
I was like, no way, he's not gonna hit that torpedo DDT. I was like, no. When he was gonna hit the spear, I thought Sami was gonna encounter it and actually go through it and actually hit him with the DDT and make it a possible way. We're gonna see that torpedo DDT.
We have
eventually,
to.
Guys, in 2023.
At some point in 2023, we have to bust out that torpedo DDT through the rope.
I hope eventually Sami goes back to the old NXT though.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
Phil, let me ask you, what part did you thought he almost had him? What part of the match did you think he almost had him?
Well, dude, when we saw the whole thing when it comes to the Superman punch and I thought when we were gonna see a spear, before Jimmy and Jay even came out, he was setting up for Helluva Kicks and spears and all of that stuff. I thought that was gonna be it. I thought we were gonna see some kind of Helluva Kick, and during the parts where he was kicking out of those Helluva Kicks, I thought at least one of those were gonna do it. But no, I mean, Roman has
I thought the Blue Thunder Bomb was it.
I love the
Blue Thunder Bomb was it.
The Blue Thunder Bomb spot was fantastic, for sure. I love the Blue Thunder Bomb, man. It's so good.
I was watching. I knew Roman was gonna win, but like I just wanted to detach and watch it.
Yes,
it was more enjoyable that way.
They really made us think that Sami and Zayn. But we knew they made us think of everything.
Yeah. So Zayn moved out of the way, and Roman's he crashed the barricade. Zayn then threw Reigns back into the ring. So the match would not end in a count out. Reigns then went for another Superman punch, but Zayn counters with the Blue Thunder Bomb, and Reigns backed Zayn into a corner, which sent the referee down. Zayn then hit a Luva kick, and the referee is still down when he was pinning him, so the crowd was chanting to at least 12, and the referee was still down. So we're like, yeah, we would have had a champion like 5 times over if the referee
Tell me why I thought they were going to start chanting 10 after they hit the number 10, because I thought of Ty Dillinger when they hit the 10. They were going to be like 10, 10, 10, 10. For real. I thought they were going to do it.
So, So yeah, so the referee was still down at that point. Jimmy Uso came to the ring, and at this point in time, I was recording my live reaction. So when I saw an Uso, I just immediately thought it was Jay. So I'm like, Jay! And then Michael Cole said, "That's Jimmy Uso." I'm like, shit, that's Jimmy. Okay. Hi, Jimmy.
Twins.
So he's like, "That's Jimmy Uso," and I'm like, "Oh, well, hi, Jimmy." He came down to the ring and gave Zayn 3 super kicks, and then Uso splashed off the top rope. Another referee then came down to make the count, but Zayn was able to kick out at the count of 2, and I'm like, holy shit, we're actually doing something right now with Zayn. Jimmy then got onto the ring apron, but was met with a Huluva kick, and that sent him to the outside. Zayn then turned around, and Reigns speared him, only for a 2 count, and Reigns at this point, he was furious. So he went for a Superman punch. Zayn moved out of the way, and the punch took the second referee out. So it was supposed to hit Zayn, but it hit the referee, and the second referee was out. Zayn then hit Reigns with the Superman punch, but Reigns hit Zayn with one of his own right after that. Heyman then grabbed a steel chair when all the referees were down, handed it to Reigns. Jey Uso, this is the correct Jey Uso, came down to the ring, and he stood in between Reigns and Zayn. And I'm like, this is very interesting, though. This is very interesting. So he's standing in between the two. And, you know, he's like, hey, listen, it's either me or it's him. And then it kind of was very reminiscent to what happened at the Royal Rumble, where Roman just handed the chair to Jey Uso. He's like, hey, if you're with me, you do it. You do it. Go ahead. You do it. And then, while Roman was looking at Zayn, Paul Heyman is like, what are you waiting for? Hit him. Hit him. Roman turns around, and it was very reminiscent of the Royal Rumble because he had his back turned to Jey, and he was getting ready to hit, but he just couldn't do it. And Roman is like, snap out of it. He's not your brother. That's me. Wake the fuck up. And then he even got so far as to slap him across the face and get close to close with him. I'm like, what? Dude, this is how it all started.
He's manipulative and gaslighting.
You're making it seem like how
I
it all
legit
got started.
thought Jay was gonna hit him. I was waiting for it. I was like,
I thought Jay was going to do something to Roman. I did.
You can tell also
Or I was either thinking if he swung the chair, he was gonna swing it at Sami in the midsection.
Well, that's the thing. I thought he was gonna turn on Sami. I thought the whole point of the ending was so that Jay can turn on Sami. That way, all the heat can go from Roman to Jay, and that's how we really get the whole build between the Usos and Sami and KO. I thought the whole thing with Sami and KO after that, like KO coming out to save Sami was the right part to do, but I thought both of the Usos were going to be attacking him and not just the one. But, I mean, it's all going to come in due time. We just got to, figure out how things are going to happen.
Yeah, well, it was the other way around, but we are getting something, though.
Yeah, so Roman hit, he's like, you know what? Screw this. He took the chair back from Jay, and he's like, you're wasting my time. So at this point, he hit Zayn multiple times with the chair, and then he followed up with the spear. The first referee from the match recovered, and then made the 3 count. Jimmy then started to beat up Zayn, but KO came out to a huge ovation from the Canadian crowd, and he pounded out Reigns, gave him a stunner. Jimmy then got the same food. He got a stunner. And then he powerbombed Jimmy through the announce table. Owens then came back into the ring with a steel chair. Heyman then started to try to punch Owens, and that was probably the funniest.
He's like, no. It's like one of those little kids that try. It's like those little kids. He's like, no. He was like one of those little kids that was trying to stick up for their parents or whatever.
He's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Kicks him into midsection, stunner to Paul Heyman. And that was basically it. I love the line that Paul Heyman said. He's like, you know what? Hey, listen, I always loved you. Screw him. I always wanted to be with you, not him. Screw him. This is you.
Now Paul's in trouble.
I actually wouldn't be surprised. On Friday if they actually pointed that out. It's like, hey, you wanted to be with him all this time? I wouldn't be surprised if Roman actually does try to call that out.
That would mix things up. With the whole storyline with all 3 of them in a whole. That actually would be good. Actually, I would not mind that. Honestly, they're like, oh, so now Sami, now you, like, what's next?
Yeah.
I like the storyline of Reigns, like where everything just falling apart at once. It's over. It's coming down, and then by the time WrestleMania, it's just
WrestleMania is going to be the collapse of the bloodline, and I think that's I don't know if that was always going to be, before obviously Vince stepped down from the creative side of things, but if it was, I don't think it would be as as crucial as it is now when it comes to the whole Triple H side of things. Because Triple H is making this seem so well done.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if WrestleMania is going to be the downfall of the bloodline. I'm going to be honest.
Well, I really don't. Well, here's the thing. We all know that you think Cody's going to lose at WrestleMania, and I get that. But
1,000 days is coming.
I need to say something about it. Okay, John Cena want him to hit 1,000 days, right? But the thing is, when he does hit 1,000 days, there's literally nobody else.
All I'm gonna say is this: is that it looks from the surface level, it looks like WrestleMania could be end. It could not be. I'm just saying at a surface level, it could be the end. We're just gonna have to see.
What I like about it, though, I can't tell if Roman's going to walk out with or without the titles.
That's what I'm saying.
The only way we find out is if who gets knocked down first during the build-up. That way they'll show you who's going to go over. Like, somebody has to go down first in the feud.
Either way, I think we're still going to get those 2 matches that we have been building up for a little while now. I think we're still going to be getting Sami and KO versus the Usos, and obviously KO. No, not KO. And obviously, Cody's facing Roman. That's been confirmed, and that's going to be confirmed, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Unless Solo gets a match at WrestleMania. I don't think so.
I would like to see Solo in a match, but I don't know if he's going to.
It should be. If they do like a ladder match or something,
maybe. I was gonna say maybe Gunther, but I think they're doing the Sheamus and McIntyre thing with Gunther.
That's what I was gonna get to. If Solo gets a match for the IC title and wins it, Usos ain't losing. Roman's walking out. Roman's walking out as undisputed champion. If Solo gets that match,
good on the surface level, but I feel like people are gonna hate that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna hate that if all the Bloodline walks out of Mania with all the titles. And I love the Bloodline, but yeah.
Because really nothing else. Let's be real. Sami Zayn saves the Bloodline against fair. But on Sami Zayn, you can go right back to square one. So they need to lose the title.
It's the whole thing about me, and I've always said this. What if, like, the whole thing about everything, and I'm sorry to even make this just about him, but if Cody never got injured, I wonder where the whole 7 months would have been.
Yeah.
When someone gets injured, there's always a downfall. Like, always. Like, a downfall, and you don't get it right. It's kind of like, hang on, how can I put this? Cena did not have a good 2008. He came back from an injury. He won the Royal Rumble, but he did not win. He didn't walk out as WWE champion. And throughout the year of 2008, he did not have a good year. And that's exactly kind of where I think Cody might be into the mix of that, kind of. Once you injure, something might happen. But that doesn't mean you're not going to be the top guy. It's just something's not, like, they're not pulling it yet.
I just don't see that. I don't. And it's not even my blindness towards Cody Rhodes and me being a fan of him. It's not. I just don't see that happening. I don't. They see him as that guy, and they're going to see him as that guy. It's just...
Cody is legit the last person they can legitimately put up against Roman Reigns and say, dang, he can lose. There is nobody else after that. That's why the whole him hitting the 1,000-day shit was pointless. You know what I'm saying? And split up the title, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But since it's unsplit, he gotta lose. Because ain't nobody else left.
I don't know, but it's definitely going to be a very interesting next 6 weeks. And trust me, guys, these 6 weeks are going to go by quick.
They are.
They're going to go by quick.
Except for that last week, it's going to feel like forever.
Yes.
We got to have that encounter.
Yeah.
They got to have that encounter because Roman and Cody has not seen each other since 2015.
Shout out to that first interaction between Roman and Cody. Oh, my God.
That first interaction is going to be something special, and it's the whole thing about me is that, and I know some people may not like the song or whatever, and listen, the whole line of wrestling has more than one royal family, that's the whole thing about that line. The whole line of wrestling has more than one royal family.
You're going against, he's going against one.
Two royal families finally clashing again.
But, like, you're going up against the most successful family in this industry. That's the thing. You're going up against one of the biggest stars of that family.
Oh, yeah.
Like up there with The Rock, obviously.
That's why this match and that's why this story is so important. And I hope they realize that. They need to make... Yeah, sure. Cody, make it about your father. Do it for your father. But also, in the end, this is you. This is your story. This is the way you need to go about it. And
Dusty would tell you that, too.
Yes.
Dusty would tell you the same thing.
I pray that they reach out to AEW and AEW lets Dustin Rhodes go be there.
Please. Put your pettiness aside.
Yes. At the end of the show, I want Dustin and Cody to, like, hug it out and, like, raise his hand.
You gotta have, honestly, I know you don't like, I know you respect the man, Phil, but possibility bring Brandy Rhodes into it. Like, it's showing you, like, the whole thing.
Listen, I'm all for the Rhodes family actually getting, like, their moment at WrestleMania, standing there in the middle of the ring, you know, praising it all to Dusty and everything like that. I'm all for that. I mean, like, that's just, you know, the whole story is about doing it for Dusty, and I get that, but
Bring
at the end of
Farrell
the day,
as your entrance.
Cody needs to do
Bring
it for
Farrell.
himself. Oh God, Pharaoh. Jesus Christ! Yeah, the last time we saw Pharaoh on wrestling television, it actually didn't end so well. So, it actually did not end so well. So we need to, he's an old dog.
If Pharaoh is in his entrance, I'll say this, even though I don't like him. If Pharaoh is in Cody's entrance, he's winning. He's he's got to win. He brought Pharaoh. Come on now. I may not like him as I may not like the character, but he does have a cute dog. I ain't gonna lie.
He's an old dog, man. He's 12 years old. He needs to, if he's gonna be there, just keep him in the back, please, because I know they're gonna spend all the budget on the pyro.
But he has him as his entrance. Come on now.
Oh no,
Brandy's gonna have him.
What does he do though? What would he do while he's out there?
The last time Pharaoh was in his entrance hall, he almost tried to run into the pyro cannons. We can't do that to him now. We can't. It's just not gonna work. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a very special night. I like Darian said, I want the pettiness to go aside and have the Rhodes family be there. Have some of his students from the actual factory be there. Have some friends. Like,
QT Marshall pops in if he gets the privilege to go to WWE. QT Marshall goes to WWE.
QT Marshall, Ricky Starks. I want to see the people that have
Ricky,
Cody around.
Ricky, my guy.
It's not gonna happen because one person on.
Wait a minute. Is Revolution televised in WWE? Is the Revolution going to be televised in WWE? Come on now.
I just want to see the people that have supported Cody throughout this journey be there. If they could. It's probably not possible, but...
Imagine they show Chris Jericho for who he might go for or whatever.
Put it aside. Put the pettiness
aside.
I mean,
they did show Chris Jericho in one of the videos on Raw last year, so...
Yeah.
Put
the pettiness aside. Let's get this going. Let's make that moment special. If it does happen.
No one's on the count. It probably won't happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting it to happen by any means when it comes to like everybody being there. But if they could, do it.
But
do it for the story.
Where's that interaction happening? On Raw or SmackDown? Because I know Roman has both titles, but where is it going to be on?
SmackDown was going to show, bro.
It should be on SmackDown for crying out loud because Raw has good moments, but SmackDown needs to have that memorable moment.
SmackDown has every moment at this point now with Roman. It needs to be. They need to at least try doing something with both shows.
Kind of
like how Survivor Series.
I'm just saying Roman never shows up on Raw. He has to show up on Raw at least some points during the story.
Right.
Because that's where Cody is. Cody is on the Raw brand. So if he shows up on SmackDown, fine. But, you gotta...
Fine.
But you gotta do something when it comes to both shows, to me. And plus, Raw needs a world championship. USA Network has to be pissed at this point. They're not happy.
They've been without a world champion for almost a year.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Great. It's all right. The tribal god is holding it for you guys.
He
it's
is
okay.
not your
it's all
god.
right.
You do not pray to this man. Okay, stop it.
He's been holding them hostage for a year.
So, I mean, let's just finish this out real quick. Owens came into the ring with a steel chair. Heyman started punching him to no effect. And like he said, he hit a stunner onto Heyman. And then Zayn finished the job by giving Reigns a hoover kick. And yeah, that's how the show basically went off the air with Zayn standing tall, in front of his home crowd. But he did not get the job done. It was kind of crazy because... The cameras, I don't know if you caught this or not, but legitimately right after the hoover kick, Roman got out of the ring, and you saw that. and he was just walking to the back. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but he just basically no-sold it.
It's my spin now.
He basically no-sold it and just walked to the back.
I did see the clip where he went backstage and was like, "This monster did see that."
So I'm like, okay, Roman, you could have at least just rolled to the outside and just sat at like the ring apron or whatever, or like on a barricade, but it's okay. It's okay.
Let me ask this. Does this pay-per-view beat the Royal Rumble? Because it was very underwhelming.
To me, yes.
Yeah.
To me, I think this was better than
I can't give an unbiased answer. I was there, so I'm always gonna say it was my favorite.
Was this properly whelmed? Like it wasn't. Oh,
this was really no. I was. It was Elimination Chamber was what I expected it to be, and I had really good. I had really high hopes for it, and it met every.
I had good expectations, and honestly, those expectations were met. They were met.
Are you nervous for WrestleMania?
I think if Triple H has his cards right, I think 6 weeks will be enough to build everything. I just hope that every story gets what it deserves when it comes to build. So, I'm excited. I'm nervous, with me basically being
finally he says it. Finally he says, I'm nervous.
No,
asked that.
Oh no, I'm nervous for Cody. Leading up closer and closer to closer, I'm more nervous. Because at the end of the day, I really don't know if Cody's going out on top. We really don't know.
1,000 days. 1,000 days is happening, people.
See, the thing is, Saul just wants me to be unhappy. So that's why he's just going to continue saying it and saying it.
It's going to happen. 1,000 days, it's a very strong possibility that it's going to happen.
Saul just wants me to be unhappy, so he's going to continue to say it throughout these next 6 weeks. But...
And when if he doesn't beat him, I don't want to hear nothing. But he's going to. I know I'm going to hear something from Phil. I know for sure.
If Cody beats Roman, I'm going to be probably the most toxic person on TikTok. You guys are probably going to want to
Don't tell me you're the first one to tag me in that video. You better not tag me.
I'm probably solely tagging Saul because Saul's been he's been the Cody hater throughout my entire existence here. So.
You better not tag me in that foolery.
If Cody loses, we can see a Phil Hill coming.
Oh, it's gonna be a crazy freaking night. I'm telling you right now. But
and if he doesn't beat him, I'm just gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like this for months and months and months. You've been saying, "Oh, he was the guy. He was the guy." And I'm like, no, he wasn't. I mean, he was probably closer than Drew. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you this straight up. He'll probably be close enough to up there with Drew because Drew was like the closest one to beat him.
Drew
honestly,
he should have won.
We'll get there. We'll get there slowly but surely. Hopefully everything will work out in my favor because I'm probably gonna have some kind of out of body experience. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a great night. Both nights of WrestleMania I know are gonna be absolutely stellar. We'll get the storybook endings that we want if things go according to plan. Can't wait for the show. And yeah, we're 6 weeks out, guys. Let's do this thing.
I wonder who's going to have the coolest entrance.
I can't wait.
I'm going to forget Bray Wyatt. I think he's going to have
Bray Wyatt with the entrance at WrestleMania sounds dope. I ain't going to lie to you.
Some things I'm expecting for WrestleMania, though. If we do not have Alter Bridge singing Edge and the Judgment Day live to the ring,
that would be.
I'm probably gonna cry.
Yeah, we need Toad Owens to sing Bray Wyatt's theme song, and we need Don Strikes to sing so to speak.
We need a lot of bands at WrestleMania. That just needs to happen. We need Downstate for Cody. We need Ultra Bridge for Edge.
We need John Cena for John Cena.
John Cena for John Cena.
We just need to see John Cena just rapping his way down to the ring.
Like our truth. What if our truth sings a song for him? What if our truth sings a song for him?
I mean, it's his biggest hero, right? He's his biggest hero.
For real.
He's a childhood hero. So, listen, it's gonna be a great WrestleMania. I can't wait for it. And we will be right back here. I
have a little theory.
Go ahead.
What if they don't? Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right. What if the tag titles were a ladder match?
Wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't mind it.
But which one though? Which like?
Because you want something good when it comes to the tag titles. I mean, the Fatal 4-Way last year was phenomenal. Like, why not a ladder match between KO, Sami, and the Usos? Why not?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
That sounds good. We want some good moments. I'm pretty sure Triple H has got this. I'm pretty sure he's got it.
This might be an all-time or WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, this is easily gonna go down as one of the all-time greats for WrestleMania. We just gotta get there.
Asuka is going to get her moment as she should. It's been long overdue.
Rhea's gonna get her shine as well. There's a lot of people that are gonna have their great WrestleMania moments, but we gotta get there first. And hopefully we'll get there.
Tribal Chief, the terror still continues.
Yeah, the reign of terror has to end at WrestleMania.
Never until he hits 1,000. Seth freaking Rollins is the one, not Cody Rhodes. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay, listen. We'll get there. Okay, we will get there. Just let us get there first. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the Elimination Chamber 2023 post show. If you guys enjoyed what you heard, oh my God. Laugh. Are you?
You are late, my guy. You are late.
No.
You are late. Where have you been? You are late. I was late too. I apologize, Phil, for being late. I apologize for being late. You are late, sir.
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. That's him.
That's why I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Saul.
You are late, my friend. I apologize for being late. I apologize for being late, but you, my friend, we are inches away from closing the show.
You late too? We both late. Now we twins. Now what?
Now we twins. You know what? I'm not even mad at him anymore. You know what? See, that's why you're my guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
What's going on in here?
It kind of sucks because we were actually going to close the show, but before we do, then
then go ahead, close.
Well, hold on. I always got to get some opinions from you on the show.
I ain't got no damn opinions about shit, man.
You're a draw. You have to answer.
You gotta at least do something. How'd you feel about both Elimination Chamber matches?
They both were better than I expected. Both of them exceeded my expectations. I still have Liv and Montez as my MVPs for I think both of them even though they didn't win, both of them did better than a lot of people expected, especially Montez.
Right.
This was their job, just to make him a star tonight, and they did. Well, last night, and they did that. Liv finally did some more moves, which I've been begging for her to do since fucking Money in the Bank. So I'm happy that she's coming out of her shell, I guess, and just trying some new shit, because she can do it. It's just a matter of her doing it, and hopefully she gets rid of that godforsaken finisher at some point. But
you don't like the Eveeyone? Okay.
No,
I'll tell her that.
It's bad. She needs like a quick strike finisher or something. I hate that shit. But
give her the running knee.
Just saying, watch me. That's it.
If I see Liv Morgan do a V trigger, I'm gonna flip.
Oh man,
I would love
That
that.
should be better than Kenny
It's a lot of stuff, man.
United States Champion. United States Champion was, I ain't gonna lie, both of them are great, but I say the United States Champion a little outperformed the women's a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like the U.S. title chamber match a little bit more, but yeah, I thought both of the chambers killed it.
I knew he was gonna win anyway. I figured like
that match
like
is
the
not in the
moment that
championship, Saul. Cena and
I agree.
The title.
I agree. But listen, the moment I knew, I feel like Tez was just selling the stomp, like it gave him a concussion or whatever. And the moment that the chamber was open, I knew something was gonna happen. Like, and that's when I was like, oh, Logan Paul's like the door was open. That's why he got in. I was like, what the.
Well, yeah, when the door did not close at all during the whole thing, I'm like, yeah, something's happening. But Logan Paul doing that thing, it is what it is. Locke, how'd you feel about the mixed tag?
That was better than I expected. I was not really worried about that match. That match overperformed. So that was really cool too. I don't like the fact that Judgment Day lost, but at least Rhea didn't get pinned, so she has at least some sort of strength going into WrestleMania. And then it was the cleanest way to get away with a Judgment Day loss. So I'll take it, I guess.
And we're all kind of in agreement that Brock and Bobby sucked. I mean, that was just...
yeah, no.
Bob's gonna
I'm so mad.
Bob's gonna have no more kids.
Bob, I'm happy Bob won, but not like that, man.
Terrell.
Why do you do that? Their matches are just finisher.
All of their matches are finisher fest, and they suck every time.
Let's just be honest. Did you guys think he was gonna pass out during that Hurt Lock?
No.
It's Brock fucking Lesnar. What am I saying?
But
that goes to show some dream matches just stay dream.
Some dream matches just should be that dream matches. They should not happen. But
I found. Oh, go ahead, Love.
I don't understand why it's like. I want to say that Brock doesn't do like long matches anymore, but he just had a extremely long match with Roman at SummerSlam. So I'm like, what do you? I don't know what the deal is, but they're not letting them fight as much anymore, and I don't know why.
If Brock wants to try, he will try. He showed that with Steiner, Bryan, honestly, you can tell when he's doing it when he ain't trying.
Right. But,
did you know that Brock? Did you guys knew that Brock F5 in the referee was not planned? Did you guys find that out?
The second one, the first one, yes, it was, but the second one,
the first one, yes.
The second one, no. On the outside, no. Yeah, I knew that wasn't planned.
He's doing stuff.
Yeah, he's just
it's
saying, yeah,
Brock.
fuck you. He's just like, yeah, why'd you say fuck me for? You get the fuck out of here.
Hey, but Lesnar's walking home from but he still got paid. The man still got paid to do that.
See, this is the thing, and we're just gonna end it off with this note. Mainly because of the fact that, I mean, we addressed it earlier on in the show, but Loff, I do kind of want to get your opinion. Bray Wyatt said, whoever the winner is, you better run. But he also said, whoever is basically walking out alive, that's who should run too. So, Bobby won, but Brock walked out alive. Alive. If we get some sort of triple threat, I am not in for that.
They're not going. That's just stupid.
Hang on.
I'm okay.
Don't overthink it.
I'm okay with Bobby and Bray as long as it leads to the whole business versus the Wyatt.
Hang on, guys.
You can do that.
What if?
Don't overthink it.
I'm not. But what if Brock and Bobby have to team up to take on Bray and Uncle Howdy?
Hell no.
Nah.
Absolutely.
Brock and Bobby, no. Like, that just makes no sense.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Absolutely not.
What if he does? Like,
You're facing
feel
each
like the
other
only-
3 times just a team in the end? No.
The
It's like the
bar,
only way we
the
get-
bar, hello, the bar. They did, and they
I feel like
formed
the
the
only way
tag
we
team.
get Brock and Bobby is the hurt. I'm sorry, Bray and Bobby is the hurt business versus maybe Bray and whatever he does if he does a faction. But I think Bray and Brock makes way more sense than Bobby and Bray.
Yes.
It does.
When do we go see Brock trying to like interact with all these like the weird spooky shit?
See, but that kind of hurts Bray with Brock because, like, logically, Brock's is gonna like kind of laugh at all the spooky stuff.
It's so weird because the original plan from reports that were coming out was it was gonna be Uncle Howdy versus Bray Wyatt. That was the original plan. And then when Bray came out on SmackDown and said whoever wins and walks out alive from this Bobby and Brock match, you better run. It completely just shook everything sideways because nobody expected Bray to mix it up with Brock or Bobby heading into WrestleMania. So
Look, Brock's not gonna sell Bray's spooky stuff.
no, not at all.
Because Brock just goes out there and does whatever at this point. So I think you get much more out of Bray, like trying to scare MVP and then on Raw. I think you get much more out of that than you will Brock just not selling for whatever Bray tries to do, all the spooky stuff. Because Brock don't care.
Brock.
Tell me why, hey guys. Tell me why I think Brock's gonna be like, I've seen this stuff go down during moose hunting, so this is not new to me, or something. Like, Brock's gonna say something.
He would just say something crazy, but
He needs a
know.
serious opponent. It's like Gunther or something. Someone that would actually.
That's what
Gunther,
that's the reason I hope he
Drew
goes
and
after
Sheamus.
Bobby. Because I want to see. I do want to see Gunther and Brock.
I think Gunther and Brock would be great. I do, but I would have saved that for SummerSlam, non-title. That's why I want Sheamus and Drew.
Sheamus, Drew, and Gunther, a triple threat sounds more money. I mean, Brock and Gunther is good for Mania, but I'm with Phil. Yeah, save that for SummerSlam because that sounds good. It's way better, honestly. And also, that's the perfect time to bring back Brock around, probably around summertime again. So.
Well, he only does the biggest pay-per-view. So I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, they're doing a show in Saudi, and they're gonna want Brock there. So.
It's the sweet Saudi money. Of course they do, but it's just.
Wait, when?
Yeah,
somewhere around the summertime, like.
they're gonna go back there in November too. Damn.
They usually do stuff in Saudi during the summer and then in like
November,
the fall and
October.
winter.
That's why they're gonna want Brock to come. They're gonna want Roman to be there because they're the biggest draws in Saudi, and you want Cody to be there. Obviously, you want Seth to be there. You want the top megastars to be there.
But that's not even until months from now, though, so I'm not even really worried about that. I'm just just worried for WrestleMania and seeing where things go there. I just hope these 6 weeks are enough time for everything to build in the way that it needs to.
The tribal goat is gonna walk into WrestleMania, walk out with WrestleMania two titles
right
again.
Right now, Saul is just muted in my head. See, I don't even hear a Saul voice anymore when it comes to him talking crap about Cody.
He's trying to talk himself into it. Let him talk. He's trying to make him believe it.
He's trying to make himself believe.
It's coping mechanism.
Sometimes I'm not wrong, right? Sometimes I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, but I'm right all the time. So I'm right all the time.
We don't know anything. None of us know anything.
No, but me. I'm right all the time.
Look, I love him. I love him.
Phil, I have a whiteboard of all the
losing.
times Phil was wrong.
He's losing.
You said Brock was gonna win, and he did.
Exactly. That's
I'm gonna
why.
make an Excel spreadsheet of all the times Phil was wrong.
You know what?
Y'all thought Brock was gonna beat. Did y'all thought Brock was gonna beat him at WrestleMania? Like, I knew he wasn't gonna. I knew he wasn't gonna beat him. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth right here.
We're not talking about the unification match because the unification match should have not happened. But either way,
Ooh.
WrestleMania, we'll get there.
The biggest big match John's gonna be there. We all know that, guys. The GOAT is gonna be there, guys. We all know that. Up. The GOAT's coming back. You ready? You ready for John?
He better be there. Hey, he better be there.
We'll get there. All right, guys. This was fun. This was fun talking about Elimination Chamber with you guys. If you guys like what you heard, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, do all the YouTube things. That way we can, get out there more. Let us know in the comments what you guys liked about Elimination Chamber. Give us your rating of the show. Give us your favorite match. And yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. You guys got anything to say before we get out?
Tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. Got anything to say before we get out?
Jesus Christ, I'm talking to myself again.
Jesus Christ, I'm talking to myself again.
Oh my God.
And sometime after WrestleMania, on Monday we started broadcasting. Yeah.
Edge and Theory are gonna have a good match on Monday.
Yeah.
So.
Roman, you got 6 more weeks, and then that's your ass, boy.
False accusations. No. False. Absolutely not. The tribal goat is walking out.
That is a factual
The
statement.
tribal goat is walking out. Both titles, whether y'all like it or not. 1,000 days is coming. It's coming, guys.
You're terrified. You're terrified.
You are so scared right now. It is showing.
I'm not. I'm truly confident. I don't think he's gonna beat him. I don't think so.
He's scared. He's scared.
That's your worst nightmare.
It's the American nightmare. Look at that, man.
The only way I told Phil the only way Cody's gonna win is if he brings Farrell. Like that's the only way we find out he wins.
The dog?
In this yes.
Yes, he said the dog. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll be morning.
He said,
ridiculous, man.
Alright, guys. Darren, you got anything to say before we're out?
I'll be mourning until Sami Zayn main event's night 1, so yeah, have fun.
It's alright, man. We appreciate him. Alright, guys. Stay safe, God bless, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for the Monday Night Raw post show.